we catch, which kills the first drive. But, yeah, I couldn't be prouder of our guys. We talked about it at halftime. We got the ball. Go make something happen. I was not real happy that they went back and scored and answered it. But then, we were able to score every time we touched it in the second half, I think, and until the end, and finish it off. And defense came alive, and, we kind of figured them out, and pass rush started getting home.
Can you talk about the touchdown? It's been, we haven't seen Antonio Brown in the end zone, and he gets a big shot there. What that play?
Yeah, it was. We had it called earlier. It's just straight go balls by him and Mike and Chris in the middle, and they played cover 2, and we hit Chris in the middle, and came back and loved the call Byron made, and AB blew. They were both wide open, I think, by 5 yards, and it was just pick your poison. And I was really happy to see AB get in the end zone. It was good for him, good for all of us.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go to Greg Allman.
Bruce, defensively, obviously you talked about giving up the one score, but to see the defense step up in the second half, especially some of the sacks and the pressure on third down, what they did to help facilitate the offensive comeback you had.
Yeah, I was not happy when they answered the drive with a touchdown. Then we figured it out, started playing pretty good, and they made the one drive. But overall, the fourth quarter is when we really played well, I thought, defensively, and got him on the ground, got him back there. And, they did a great job on max protection. I think Dirk had a great game plan. They max protected, got 2 guys going down, and finally we just doubled both of them and got home.
Thanks, Bruce.
You bet.
All right, we'll go over to Joey Knight.
Coach, can you speak specifically to Devin White's 2 sacks and what that did for you in a critical stretch?
Yeah, as a situation where he had the back man-to-man, they were max protecting, so it gave us another free rusher, and he found 2 gaps, and he's so quick. When he sees a gap, man, he can shoot it, and got him on the ground both times. They were big sacks.
All right, we'll go to Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Bruce, just curious if that last first down had come up short on 4th and inches, would you have kicked the field goal there?
No, we'd have gone for it. Okay. Kicking a field goal gives them 2 opportunities to score: block the kick and run it back on the kickoff. We'd have gone for it on 4th down right there, and there had only been about, I think, 18 seconds left.
Okay. Also, I noticed that Todd switched to a lot more man coverage in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. Just talk about what difference that made in shutting down the Falcons receivers and allowing your defense to get home with Ryan holding onto the ball a little bit longer. Yeah,
we played a lot of 2-man and different ways of playing 2-man. We had 2 deep safeties and everybody's playing man-to-man. And then they kept the back end, what was letting Devin free to blitz. And he found some good creases and got home.
Thank you, Bruce.
You bet.
All right, we'll go to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Coach, your team has not been known historically for second half comebacks, and Tom's led 3 of them this year. What is it that allows him to be able to do that? What is it about his mental makeup that allows him to be able to come back from really poor starts in games?
He's just a winner. He knows how to do it. And I don't know about my history, but if you're talking about last year, but Tom he's always been a fourth quarter player. And, we won a lot of games in Arizona in the fourth quarter. So it's kind of what we expect to do.
Yeah, I meant before you had gotten to Tampa, but switching gears a little bit to Antonio Brown and that touchdown there. Some critics had said they felt like your offense and your team was better off without him. What can you just say about his performance and the work and the contributions that he's made, the last several weeks?
He's done a good job. I mean, he's doing the best with his opportunities. Really glad to see him get in the end zone. He's been doing extremely well, and we got a bunch of guys, Tyler, Scotty. We've got some really good receivers. So, but he's playing well.
Thanks, Coach.
You bet.
I will go to John Romano.
Hey, Bruce, you mentioned that you said to the players, why can't you play like that for 60 minutes instead of 30? Can this team win games in the postseason if they continue to play this way?
That's what I talked to them. We lost to the Chiefs and the Rams by 3. Both those games, spotting them, playing this way. And it's not going to happen. We're not going to beat those good teams playing this way. We've got to play better in the first half than we played today.
Is it just a question of growth?
Yeah, it's so many. If we make the tackle on the first check down, we're off the field. We're 3 and out. They go down and score. So there's so many little plays that are involved there. But defensively, we shouldn't need growth. We should be ready to play. And we're giving up way too many scores with the first possession.
All right, we have time for a few more. We're going to go over to Greg Allman.
Bruce, again, these comebacks are only possible if you have a clean game offensively. So when I ask you again about a lack of turnovers, an overall lack of penalties as well, and just how much that helps make such a comeback possible.
Oh, you got no chance. If you start having penalties, and we had the one penalty on the punt return, that lost some field position for us. But it's huge. Our discipline is paying off for us, and we do dig holes, but we stay disciplined and we find ways to win.
All right, we're going to close out with a question from Rick Stroud and one from Scott Reynolds.
Bruce, you tie the game there, and then they go back down the field. It looks like they got a touchdown to Ridley, but can you talk about the play that Winfield made in the end zone?
Great job. He had a hell of a break on that ball, but Ridley had come all the way across the field, and Twan beat him across, and just he's a heck of a player. I mean, he read his eyes. He saw where he was going. That ball's going to be in the air for a while, and he didn't panic. A lot of times DBs will panic, and they can't run as fast. He doesn't panic. He just goes and makes a play. I was a little disappointed. We dropped a couple interceptions in that one drive too that, man, they could have changed the game a lot.
Thanks.
All right, our last one's going to come from Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Bruce, just wanted to see if there's any type of update on Carlton Davis. I know he's got a groin injury. Is that severe, or we just not know yet?
We don't know yet. We'll wait and see. He's had some problems with it in the past and tightened up on him at halftime. But really, really proud of the guys that jumped in and stepped up.
Thank you, Bruce.
You bet.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.